different businesses to be able to network with one another, to be able to use one another's resources. For example, this
Castro
young lady
Resources.
called me, Castro Resources, and said, I need a spot. I need somewhere to go. I need to move to a location. Do you know anybody? I'm like, are you on the page? Because the page is popping now. Are you on the page looking? I was like, hit Rosebuds up. She has locations in Philly, Delaware County. We ain't gonna go with the out of state location she has, but sis got the locations and she hosts small businesses, and I'm sure she'll be able to help you. She just told me she has an appointment tomorrow. So that's what it's about. Being able to use the resources in our community, keep the dollar in our community, support one another's businesses, spread the word for those who don't know about businesses that you may not be aware of.
And this is major, man. This doesn't happen all the time, in the black community, right? We're not always hype about our businesses. We want people to support. We can not complain, but we always post that there are not enough people supporting our businesses. So here you have it, right? You can get outside of your comfort zone, outside of your immediate circle, and show people what you're doing as far as being in business. And I think this is a dope situation. The Delco Night Market is going to bring together so many people from inside and outside Delaware County, right, to see what you have to offer. So what is Castro Resources for Academic Achievement?
Castro Resources for Academic Achievement is a tutoring company. We service children from pre-K through third grade in reading, writing, and math. We offer in-person and virtual services for students. We also offer educational resources. During the height of COVID, we launched our first educational tool called the Teach Box. The Teach Box consists of educational workbooks, flashcards, everything needed to just create a lesson inside of the home. So again, it's workbooks, flashcards, arts and crafts activities, utensils, erasers, crayons. The Teach Box was birthed because when we first started, we're now 7 years old. When we first started, we were a mobile tutoring company. So we were offering our in-person assessments prior to us starting our initial sessions with our students. And a lot of times when I would meet with parents, they would be like, Miss Nina, it's not that I don't want to reach my child. I just don't know what to do with them. And I remember growing up, like when I would have homework or didn't have homework, my mom and my grandma would be creating things for us to do. So I was like, God, what can I do to create something that can bring learning back into the home and allow for young scholars to be excited about learning? So one day I was just brainstorming, and then shout out to Chef Shug. She was also part of the birth of the Teach Box because I came to her one day. Literally, it was probably like the second day you got the keys to the new location, and I came in there and was like, listen, Shug, I got this box, and she started to help me like build ideas and things like that. And then once I really went through all the trial and error and, putting in the work to make it something, it was like, once COVID hit, I didn't have nothing else to do but release this box. Because, like prior to COVID, everybody was running, and COVID literally shut us down. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to release this because people were yearning for things for their children to do, especially academically, because that virtual plan wasn't rolled out yet.
So why you ain't bringing a box with you? We're going to talk after the show is over because I think it's important.
And you know what? It is important. And I stopped at storage before I came here and dropped them off.
Right.
But that's it. I should have bought one. I'm sorry.
You should have bought one because you're sitting there talking about something that you're offering, and I can't see it, so I don't even know if you're really offering it.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's during COVID. You're right. A lot of things stopped, and people were able to jump on their horse, whatever horse they found, right?
Right.
And keep on riding. And it's important that people do that, but it's also important that we make sure we're giving the generations behind us the proper education to keep on moving. So you only do kindergarten, pre-K through third grade?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yep. And I just, like, my main story behind the Teach Box is I believe for excellence outside the home, it has to start inside the home. So it's like, if your scholar isn't wowed by schoolwork within the home, it's not going to happen outside the home. And I remember reading an article, and it was like basically saying this study with our young black kids is the reason why school is not super exciting for them, because learning isn't exciting for them. So it's like, I want to be that small mustard seed of change, and I am that small mustard seed of change. And I just don't want it to be just, oh, I'm here just drilling kids all day. I want people and children and families, parents, aunts, uncles to be excited to see me. And I want when children come into my learning environment to be excited to learn. I really feel like my teaching style brings incitement inside of my learning environment, or wherever I'm at. I can whip out a lesson wherever I'm at, but I just want children just to be excited, especially our little brown children.
Formal education.
What did you say?
What kind of formal education do you have?
So this started because I was working for a private school, and I just didn't believe in the practices for our brown children, and I literally rolled up out of there, like, in the middle of my work day. And I was actually finishing up. I had like 2 more weeks until I completed my bachelor's degree. And I was like, God, I don't know what I'm about to do, but whatever your will is, let it be done. And my partner at the time was like, listen, you're amazing with children. I need you to write down whatever it is you're good at children, write it down on this legal pad. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. We met up at Applebee's, and I'm thinking like he about to just be like, He was like, you see this? It was like a laundry list from here to Broad Street. This is a business. So basically, when I graduated, I birthed my business. And I was everywhere. I was mobile. Shout out to Chester. I made my most money in Chester. I tell everybody, Chester don't owe me nothing. Chester don't owe me nothing. I literally made my most money out of Chester. I always have seen my children grow right before my eyes, but I want to say with the amount of students that I serviced around here, I did some dope things inside of their life, and they still growing, and it really makes me feel good because I'm a city girl. So the students that I have touched, all of them are in the city. So when I birthed my business, it was like my first shot at being that small mustard seed of change inside the lives of the children in the Delco area. So once I seen that happen, and I'm like, it's up from here. Like, you know what I mean? Absolutely. So I just really want for parents to just take learning serious. I want them to be about it, but I want them to understand that learning is not something that just happens inside school. Learning is every day. When your children are up in your face, when they're not in your face, when they're asleep, when they're not asleep, when they're eating, when you're in the supermarket, everywhere you go, learning is. And I want for our people especially, but all children and parents to know that it doesn't take much for it to happen.
It doesn't.
So, yeah, that's pretty much.
So your box, how much is your box?
So my box is $30.
$30?
Yes, it is, and it's worth $30.
What's in it for $30? See, that's why I wish you brought it.
I know. I'm sorry. Uncle
Okay.
I'll drop one off, though.
Oh, no,
I
that's
promise.
okay. You, this ain't the last time we're going to have
I know.
this
It's
conversation.
not. It's not.
Because there's another young lady in the city, Mateo's Garden.
Yes, I met her.
You met her?
Yes.
Right,
So
right,
we've linked. We've linked. I did her fall festival last year with her.
Yep.
And we linked through Facebook, actually.
Like when women come together to teach, because I'm old school, so I believe that women are the teachers, right? Men
Yes.
are the rule setters. You know what I mean? And if we continue to move in that fashion, we can bring the community back to a village. But if women are the teachers, right, and if we're not working together, I don't like her because of this, or I don't, it's like, no, like y'all both care about the children. One person can't teach all the children.
Exactly.
2 people can't teach all the children.
Exactly.
Right? I don't know what the number is for all the children that we have in the city, but we need women to be there to teach the children. So, your program has this, her program has that. Combine them two, and then y'all have everything that y'all need, right, moving forward to help our community grow. So I'm excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Definitely.
So $30 is the box.
So it comes with workbooks. So it's gender. It goes by gender. So the difference in the boxes is the art activities inside the box. It goes, of course, by a grade. It's about 3 to 4 workbooks in it. Art activity. your writing utensil, your eraser, your sharpener, and then I include a $5 off coupon inside all of my boxes, and that coupon can be utilized for another box. And we also offer digital flashcards online, and I also am about to roll out a whole spill of educational resources for children because I just really believe that, like, I'm obsessed with school supplies, workbooks, and things like that, but I really feel like what God has birthed inside of me is really going to make kids like, Mom, I need it. Like, you know how the kids be hype off of slime and wanting their parents to buy slime and all of the other things they like?
You know why? Because they always see it.
Yep, exactly,
Right.
exactly.
And if we want to teach parents that it's important that we teach our children, we got to put it in front of their face constantly.
Exactly.
It has to always be here. So I've been thinking about a show where we're talking about the academic achievements of our children, or what our parents should want to see from us. It's one thing to sit there and say, all right, nobody really cares. Nobody's going to the parent-teacher conference. Nobody. I get that, right? But let's stop putting all the negative first.
Exactly.
Let's put the positive first. Who's out here teaching them?
Exactly.
Outside of school, outside of their teachers, outside of the administrators, who's really teaching our children?
Exactly.
And it should be their mother and their father.
Exactly.
And if we can't get mothers and fathers to teach, then we can't teach anybody.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
And that's a great point. And I just wanted to piggyback off of what you said. I firmly do believe in that. And there's different dynamics in every household. There are some aunties, uncles, and grandparents that have stepped up. But I feel like when that direct village isn't able to, outside the home, it needs to still be that same heart. And I tell people all the time, no, there's not money in teaching. Yes, it is a hard job, versus when we were growing up to now, it's like teachers are not just, you're just not going to show up at 8 o'clock and work your 8 to 3 and skate. No, you're going to show up, you're going to be the teacher, the aunt, the uncle, the grandmom, the counselor, whatever it is, because these children need so much more, not just whatever you have for your lesson. They need everything, and you got to be that available person, because at the end of the day, some students really do come to school for that outlet, just because at home dynamics is very crazy.
Yes, it is.
And when they feel that love, what do you get? Excellence.
Excellence. Damn.
So it's just like
Where you find her at?
Listen, I told you I got some hitters.
Yeah, you definitely
got some hitters.
You definitely got some hitters, man. I'm all for it, man. I love the energy. I love the concept. You know, teaching our children, giving our children the gems that we have, right, is important. And I'm all for it, man. So however I can support you, whatever you need from the radio station. I told Mateo's Garden the same thing. You feel me? Whatever
that's my girl.
She on our page too.
Whatever you need. Is she gonna be at the Delco Night Market as well?
I'm waiting for an answer.
Right. Listen, I just need everybody to jump on this. It's an opportunity to get your business seen outside of who normally sees your business. How many people do we know if we grow up in Chester? How many people do we know from Yates and Sharon Hill, Darby, right? How many people do we know outside of Delco, you know, Ardmore, wherever your services are not just for Chester? You know what I mean? So, and listen, Chester is the only city in Delaware County. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So Chester needs to be the forefront of all of this stuff that's moving forward. If it's coming from Chester, it's great. It's the city. Here, you can have it, right? You can partake in it as well. So I just want everybody to make sure they get their spot. Come up there, come party with us, man. We got DJs. What all you got out there? Because I hear you got a lot of stuff out there.
We do. So we have some African entertainment with some dancers. We have DJs. We have spoken word. We have poetry. We have different podcasts that are going to be broadcasting, bands. And, of course, we have our wonderful vendors. And I don't even want to call people vendors, because we have some dope businesses that I had no idea about. Now, a lot of them I have relationships with. But to be honest, I had 3 calls today. They was like, oh, I had to fact check. I had to find out who you was before I said I wanted to be in it. And I'm like, you did? Like, what you mean? They was like, yo, everybody I asked, they told me, like, no, she good folk.
People.
Like, she good people. She... about her business, she's gonna, if she has a resource, she gonna offer it to you. But the one disadvantage I'm gonna say for our people is we don't want to ask people. We don't want to ask for help. We don't want to talk to one another. Just like this young lady said, in the midst of me getting the keys to my new place, my new business, she came in on the second day and said, I need help. This is what I'm coming up with. I didn't brush her off. I didn't say I'm too busy, not right now. We have to pour into one another. We have to be available. We have to share resources. We have to be helpful to one another in order for our community and our dollar to grow. We have to help one another. Absolutely. I don't have to be in the education business to give you ideas or tell you my relevant thoughts about what you're saying. So don't think, oh, I can only ask her about cooking. No.
That's so real. That's so real.
We talk about business.
It's important.
The right way to do it, the wrong way to do it. Like, we keep it 100% real. And the people in this network, this community that we are birthing and developing is not just about a night market. Food is what brings people together. But we want to feed you on so many different levels. We want to feed you mental, financial. We want to feed you resources. We want to grow a community that you can trust and rely on.
I ain't like the way
we want to be. we want to be the community that you are proud to be a part of. We also want to be the community that walk up in these town hall meetings and demand the same dollars that you give these other businesses.
Talk it talk, Chef Should.
But we can't do that if it's just one or two. The power is in the numbers.
People.
I don't care where you reside in Delco. We want to be able to stand up as a whole community and say, we are not tolerating being overlooked, underpaid, under-resourced anymore.
Dropping bombs over here.
That's very real.
Definitely dropping bombs over here. And it's important that we get up to the point where we're asking for these things.
Exactly.
You feel me? So I definitely applaud you for everything that you're doing at Delco Night Market, man. It could be an absolutely great situation, you know, moving forward. So, you said you got podcasts. You can't name the podcast that's going to be up there?
You're going to be up there.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Miss and Plug running through.
Right.
Like the woo, woo, woo.
Right.
We have the County John, who's a dope artist from out of Lansdowne. He has a show. I believe it's this Friday. I do try to like, share, and post everything that the vendors are posting on the page that the businesses have going on. But I do want to say that we cannot be your only source of advertising. If you are at the night market, you're a vendor, you want to be a vendor, you have to create some things that are going to have your audience come out. Sugar Shack, I said, listen, I have a raffle going. You pay $10, Cash App $10. You have a chance to win dinner for two. You're not going to pay $10 for a meal for two people. So that's your chance to win. I'm going to pull the names. Tea and Company Playhouse, Tea and Company Convenience Store, Tea and Company Decoration. She's created something that you can win several different things from her businesses because she has 4 in Delco. None of them are in the same borough either. Bristine from the hair school, she was here last week. She talked about, you know, what you could win from her. She's giving away a whole scholarship. You have to create the buzz, the name, the business before you get to the night market and tell people you're here.
Yeah, I was supposed to hit her up. We're supposed to be doing an interview. I'm sorry, you just saying that just brought it right straight to the forefront. Dropped it right on my lap. I'm so busy, man. I'm doing so many different things, like trying to understand business. Like, again, I'm not a radio host. I don't know how to do this stuff. I'm just doing it. Right?
Well, you're very well at it.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I subscribe to the YouTube channel, and every time something come up, I tune in because I work overnight as well. So me and my coworkers, you know, we be.
I'm about to start doing a overnight radio show. Right?
Oh, that'd be really dope.
Yeah, for the people that are up late at night. I ain't talking about relationships, good or bad.
Okay.
Because I'm always talking about them during the day. So I said, you know what?
Yeah, we have so many factories and shift working businesses in Delco. That would be super dope.
Absolutely.
That's really decent. I like that.
It'll be on the app. Live 365. But you can call in.
Okay, I
right?
got that ad.
Yeah, you can call in and do all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I didn't know that there were so many entrepreneurs like doing things outside of Chester, right? Until you brought the lady through with the school, right?
And
She
next
had a hair
week, the
school.
barbershop school will be
Barbershop
here.
school's coming through, right? We don't know about these things because we're so busy working on our stuff. You know, sometimes you got to pick your head up and look around and check things out. And if this is a radio station, it's important that I get outside of Chester and start going to different places and doing different things. So, you know, I'm going to text her as soon as we're done, right? So we can set up that appointment. But it's important that we keep on pushing each other to be better, to want to be better, and to know that they're doing a good job. So,
Well, the goal is now, this is the funny thing, and I'm not going to say any names, but it's several people that have hair products, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sell hair products. They want their product in a store. They want people to know about their product. Now here I am trying to create a platform where I have somebody that has a beauty school. I have somebody that have a barbershop academy. They could use your product. They deal in hair all day. But if you don't come out of your respective area, if you don't broaden your network, if you don't answer inboxes, emails, phone calls, you would have no way to know that resource is waiting for you because you don't respond.
But also, it's a comfortability thing too. Like, people are scared of coming out of their comfort zone because of failure. And it's like, if you don't come out and you don't try it, then
You won't
don't
stay in the
know.
same situation.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what it is. Like, you know, and also the mindset of, I don't need nobody. I can do this on my own. And I watched a podcast with Ronnie Graham one time, and she said, without a team, you can go fast, but you won't go far. And that's so real. Everybody needs somebody. I don't care if it's not a business.
Right.
Everybody needs somebody, and that's
an African proverb.
Yes,
right? By
and
yourself, you can get there fast, but with a team, you can go far. It probably breaks down differently than that, but yeah, I heard that before.
And it's
You need
like, that's the other pushback sometimes, because people just are scared. And I've been there, so I know, like, you know what I mean? But it's that comfort zone and scared of it not working. And some things is okay with not working. Try something else.
Yeah, I think that we have to get used to being uncomfortable
Absolutely.
because growth is uncomfortable.
It's
The unknown is uncomfortable. We have to get used to that. And we have to be willing to help each other grow. I don't know everything in business, but I got some dope business friends that I could pick up the phone and say, listen, how do you do X, Y, and Z? I need to know blah, 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 blah. Like, what's up? I need to know. How can I? That's what we're creating. It's not just a night market. This is a network. This is a community that we are building, that we are able to trust one another, throw up a question, ask, share. That's what this is.
So can I ask you something? At the night market, will there be a chance for, I know that you said a couple podcasts and people will be there, will it be a chance for vendors that may not make it on this show to highlight their businesses during that time?
Yes,
like,
there
what is
will
that?
be.
Okay, perfect.
Right. CMP Radio will be there. We will be talking to everyone that's in attendance, all of the vendors. We will try to get all of the vendors.
Okay.
Right. Once Kenya get the final list, we'll go over the final list. We'll be able to tell each vendor, we get their email, tell each vendor what time they'll be showing up, right, for a quick 3-4 minute pro of their show, of their product that they're selling, you know. So we're going to try to make sure we're in the zone of sellers and not over there with the music and all that other stuff. So Kenya's going to make sure all that stuff is straight.
Because the night market is just one entity of the community. This is something that the community is hosting, is birthing, right? And I want everybody to come on the show if possible. But if I don't have your paperwork and you haven't responded and you're just giving me a verbal, yeah, I'm going to come, I'm going to be there, everything has to work in decency and order also. And because I'm one person with people that are willing to help me, they need paperwork. You calling me or inboxing me saying, I plan on doing it and I'm going to do it, they can't see that on their computer. So when the paperwork arrives and then we get to all discuss, because it's volunteer, we're not getting paid to do this or anything. This is something we're doing from our heart to help. So we need the paperwork in to have a list and be in order and say, okay, These are the people I can reach out to that can come on the show this day. But not only that, this is just the beginning. This will continue. We will continue to bring entrepreneurs. We will continue to talk about the businesses. We will continue to post, tag, and share. I put a post up today, like tag your favorite business in Delco. Tag your favorite vendor in Delco and what borough are they from? There has to be something that works both ways. It can't just be me posting and because I name your business, you share it. You should be on there networking, period. You should be liking, sharing, and following the businesses on there, period, because that's going to grow your network. I have so many people that called and said, listen, the people from the page are following me. And I'm like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. We're following each other to encourage each other, to celebrate each other. If it's a grand opening, we want to come. If it's a milestone, an anniversary for your business, we want to celebrate you. We want to support you.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I'm super excited. And I appreciate Uncle P for having me.
Yeah,
I'm finally
problem.
up here. All I get to see is the beautiful background
Absolutely.
in the room.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, like I told Kenya, whatever she needs, I'm in support. And I'll tell you the same thing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Whatever you need from me, I can be here. We can get it done.
Okay, perfect.
Let's get it out there. We're educating children, man. Listen, right now, man, Delco Night Market, man, if you aren't already in talks with Kenya, get in talks with Kenya. It's October the 11th from 5 to 9. Food, vendors, live music. Listen, man, it's important. If you're a vendor, that you hit them up. We already know the food is going to be there. Shout out the Nerds Family Kitchen. Shout out the Sugar Shack. Who else we got?
Aunt B.
Aunt B's.
For real.
Y'all going to have me fat, bro.
I know. I can't even keep making these stops because they be trying to feed me.
I just come to Pierre's table.
I'm only dropping off flyers. Stop trying to feed me, y'all.
Right. Come to Pierre's table. You can drop off all the food and have a deep conversation with Uncle P. You feel me? Nav can bring me her crab fries. Aunt B can bring me her fish fried rice, salmon fried rice.
Yep, she bringing that. That's one of her
Sugar
things.
Shack got the sides. Let's talk about the macaroni and cheese, and you still make them pineapple joints with the shrimp.
Yes.
Yes. You see how I'm talking to you right now, because I really need y'all to understand what's going on, man. Delco Night Market, man. It's a market festival, man. It's not just one time. This ain't a one-hitter quitter. Listen, we're going to keep on doing this. But right now, October the 11th, that's a month away.
A month away.
A month away, right? So get all your stuff. Get everything secure so you can make sure you can be there, man. New Walnut Street between Chester Pike and Mill Street in Darby, Pennsylvania, man. For more information, hit up delconightmarket@gmail.com. Listen, the rain date, if it rains, hopefully it doesn't, is October the 12th. That's the next day. That's 11th. The 11th is the 12th, next day. Empowering Black businesses in Delaware County. This is important, man. Let's make sure we get all this information out there. Is there anything else you beautiful ladies would like to say before you get up out of here?
Tell a friend and bring a friend and send another friend.
That's what I want to say, and I want to say if you have a scholar in grades pre-K through third that can utilize some academic growth and reading, math, and handwriting, be sure to hit me up. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Castro Resources. And if you listening right now, like right now, or you got it on replay, head over to our website at castroresources.org and shop with us and use our coupon code 5, the number 5, and the word off. So 5 and then OFF off. And then be sure to see us at the night market. I'm super excited and thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Whoever Kenya brings through. And she hasn't brought any slouches yet, so we'll see.
No slouches allowed.
So we'll see, man. Listen, cmpradio.net, man. Delco Night Market. Castro Resources for Academic Achievement. We're all working together, all bringing you absolutely great service, man. Hit up Delco Night Market. Make sure you're on this list. Make sure you're a vendor in this room. It's not going to be the last time, but you want to be in on the first time. So you can say, I did this before. And you can bring somebody else, man. October 11th from 5 to 9. Let's go, man. cmpradio.net. You already know it's Uncle P. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. You already know. Oh, man, where the song at? I can't even find it. You got me doing all types of stuff. Anyway, yeah, there it is. We're out of here, man.
We
Peace.
out.
Peace.